Hello, in today's video we're gonna be comparing the PF Chang's beef and broccoli versus the Stouffer's Asian style beef and broccoli family size. These two are frozen meals, put in the microwave, and then you can have a beef and broccoli meal. Though I'm kind of skeptical about how good they will taste. So let's see how they compare and see which one I will buy the next time. First, take a look at the price. So the PF Chang is one bowl, one serving for $5.99, and the Stouffer's is supposed to serve 4. But if you look at the weight, it's 30 ounce versus 11 ounce. So I think the Stouffer's is about 3 times the volume, or 3 times the food, and about almost double the price. So you would think that it's a better deal to get a family size. Of course, if you're just one person, then you don't really need 4 servings of beef and broccoli. But we'll see what's the 4 serving looks like. See if it's really you can serve 4 people. Okay, let's try it. Okay, we are back. So this one, the PF Chang one, is 4 minutes in the microwave. The Stouffer one is 12 minutes in the microwave, and let us sit. Both are let us sit for 1 minute. And during that time, I went on the Uber Eats app and I got a Chinese takeout beef and broccoli from a local nearby Chinese takeout restaurant. It cost me $23.81, including tip, delivered to my door. So now we have 3 options, and we can try it and see how they compare. Okay, let's check out the PF Chang one first. Okay, got rice, white rice, and sauce for the beef. Broccoli, yep, small pieces of broccoli. Alright, so that's that one. Stouffer one, let's see. Okay, I see it's like cubes and chunks of beef with a lot of sauce, basically, and then you have rice. Okay, I can feel the rice is still slightly frozen here. Let's see. Yeah, it's mostly good, but I think my microwave is not evenly heating the big dish. So I'm going to mix it a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back and heat it for a few more minutes. Heat it a little bit more. Okay, let's take a look at the restaurant one. So the restaurant one, I think, looks a lot more legit. Broccoli, big broccoli pieces, big tender, thin sliced beef, not like cubed and chunked. It's got typical short grain white rice. Maybe put some in here. So looks the same. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the other one to heat, let me try taste it. PF Chang one. I would say the PF Chang one is well balanced, has the good amount of sauce to rice ratio. It's not overly salty, not overwhelming with sauce. The rice is not bad. Broccoli is not that tasty, but it's fine. So I think overall it's a pretty good one. Yep. And for $5.99 for one meal, I think that's pretty reasonable, pretty typical. Let me try the delivery one. The delivery one from the Chinese restaurant is a lot more taste, definitely more salty. I'm guessing they probably have MSG, so it tastes good in the mouth, but it's also like a little bit strong, so it'll give you like an aftertaste in your mouth. But this is the typical beef versus broccoli that I have in mind when I think of beef and broccoli. Not like, like chunks of beef cut into cube shape. But that's that. Okay, let's get the other one. Got this one. Should be better heated now. Not frozen anymore, I hope. Rice is similar to the PF Chang one. Not really the Asian short grain rice, not exactly. It's a little bit more, how do you say it, like a little bit more plump or fat grains of rice. The broccoli is similarly small size. The beef is really chunky on this one. I think nobody, like if you go to a Chinese restaurant, it's always gonna be thin because they stir fry it. I feel like the beef here is not stir fried. It's probably like baked or boiled, or I don't know how they do it, but it's like you don't really stir fry cubes of beef. That's just not how you do it. So in terms of presentation, I think the PF Chang got it right a little bit. I think they maybe is cube to begin with, and then they slice it. So at least it's sliced, not like so chunky. But this one, I think they just cook it and then throw it in. But it's tender. Yeah, it's not hard at all. The sauce tastes quite a bit sweeter than the PF Chang one, and more sweet than the Chinese restaurant. So it's almost like, the barbecue pulled pork, like sweet sauce, kind of like that. Here it says 7 grams of added sugar. Let's see what this one says. This one is 8 grams of added sugar for 300 grams of food. This one is similar amount of sugar, but for 214 grams of food. So I would say this one has more sugar, and you can definitely taste it. Doesn't really quite taste like beef actually. It tastes more like spam, just because it's so tender. Let's see what it says here. Cooked beef steak, water and binder product. Not sure what that means. Beef is really tender. There's some other pieces of beef that's tougher, that tastes more like actual beef. Okay, so after trying all three, I would say what the feeling I get is that this one is too sweet. It's got too much sauce. I think if I were to do it again, I would, after heating it, I would take out the rice and the broccoli into a bowl or a plate, and then add just enough beef and sauce onto it. Don't add all the sauce, otherwise the sauce is too sweet. You're just gonna get too much sugar. It's just like you're just tasting the sugar. It's just sweet. There's no other taste. So that's what I would recommend. It's probably the most economical for the amount of food, but it's probably not the best quality, I would say. PF Chang is not as much quantity, but I think they got the taste right. I think the sauce is more closer to what I would think of when I think of beef and broccoli, and it's not overwhelming. It's not overwhelmingly salty. It's not like overloaded with sauce, and probably healthier. And according to the nutrition facts, it's got a lot of protein actually, 22 grams. So I think this is the winner between the two as far as the frozen food goes. We even got the sauce to be a little bit smoky, a little bit like burned. Not in a bad way, but that smoky kind of sauce flavor is in here. That's pretty interesting. Of course, you can get this Chinese takeout. If you don't want it delivered, you can buy it for about $15-16 for this. The amount is definitely more than the PF Chang, so maybe like double the amount. It's not as much as the Stouffer's one, so the amount is in between, and the cost is more, I guess, because it's not made in a factory, and you can order it. It's hot, comes in hot. So I don't know. I think it's still more economical to go with the frozen food if your goal is to save money. But for the authentic experience, you still gotta get it from the restaurant. The sauce is really strong with this one, so you have to eat a lot of rice to balance it out. Okay, there you go. Comparison of beef and broccoli, frozen food. I think the winner goes to the PF Chang one. Maybe next time I can do a comparison of the PF Chang frozen beef and broccoli with the beef and broccoli they make in the restaurant. See how different they are. Of course, the beef and broccoli in the restaurant is a lot more money. I think each dish is like $24. And then if I get it delivered, it's a lot more, on top of that. So we'll see if we get a chance to do that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Please hit the notification bell to subscribe to our channel, to support our channel. We appreciate your support. And I will see you in the next one.